Welcome back, my friends. And if you're visiting for the first time, welcome. My name is Melanie Smith with Melanie Smith Stamps, and I am excited that you're here today. I hope by the end of this video you will like and subscribe and come back for many more to come. Today we are playing with the amazing all occasion alphabet with BetterPress. I have a few of them here in the house, and they are gorgeous. I have not BetterPressed them yet. I did play with a little bit of glimmer and have some prettiness here. I just did a couple just to see how they glimmered up. The light's going to pick it up, but there's the ampersand in rainbow. And it comes with 2 sentiments. Happy birthday. And many more. So I've got those because my daughter's birthday is coming up, so I had to do something. She's turning the big 3-0 on Friday. So that's why I glimmered that, because she loves bright colors. And speaking of colors, these are the brand new BetterPress ink colors. Bright, cheerful, perfect for spring and summer. So we have Garnet, Taffy, Cruise, Thunder, which I know is not a spring color, but we're definitely getting thunderstorms right now. And instead of the harsh black, if you want a lighter tone, this will be perfect for your inking. Then you have Peridot, Tiger, Teal Topaz, and Azure. And we're going to break these out because I want to see the colors. I don't know about you, but we are definitely going to play. So let me just show you the letters that I chose to play with. Of course, I had to get my initials. So this is M, and Merry Christmas is the sentiment. Now, if you notice here, I'm going to bring this up close, except for the ampersand. The ampersand does have full sentiments here. It does have full sentiments. The rest of the alphabet has partial sentiments, meaning the letter is the first letter in the sentiment. So Merry Christmas, the M is the M in Merry. So these sentiments can't be used alone, but they are detachable. So, well, actually, I have the M in my BetterPress. So here is the sentiment. I have it. I'm not using it today. So here, of course, because it's Merry Christmas, we're not using it, but we are going to make me a monogrammed card today. So I have the M already lined up in the BetterPress. So then we have Sending Love for S, I Miss You for I, Happy Birthday for H, and I have another idea for that one, which I'll share with you in a minute. Thank You for T, Always and Forever, which will be perfect for weddings and anniversaries. Love that. And I don't do enough of that kind of card, so that's why I chose that one. G for Get Well, which is what I did here on the glimmer. And then you've got your ampersand. And then they also sent me a W. And this is in their packaging, their demo packaging. And that's with sympathy, I believe. Yes, with sympathy. So then I thought ahead when I saw these, because we get to see these products early. So I thought ahead and I purchased this package. This is called Handmade for You Icons. And I thought these icons and these sentiments might be good to go along with these letters because of the sizing. So I have pulled out one of the sentiments and the hummingbird and put them in my BetterPress here. And I just wanted to show you what I've done. I have lined it up and I've added the hummingbird here, reaching into the flowers. And then I added Handmade for You. So we're going to ink this up and put it through and see what this turns into. See if this is like a monogrammed card I could send out just because, to send to a friend, maybe that I just want to let them know I'm thinking of them. And it's a handmade card, so it's from me and for them. So I thought we would just try that out. I thought it was a different twist, but for the H here, I thought I could also put "Have a wonderful day," and we could line that up under the H here, under the flat of the H there. Have a wonderful day. There's also "Friendship warms the soul," so we could do the S and then put "Friendship warms the soul." And then there's these other little icons that could also be added here and there, and they also have the little dies, so they could actually be added onto other areas as well. So that's just an extra little idea I had just to change it up a little bit. And y'all know I love things that are different. So I am going to get my items together, my Platinum 6 out, and we will ink this up. Okay, I didn't mention, but this set of 4 inks here is called Tropical, and this set is called the Jet set. So if you were looking and interested in either of those are the names of the two. Now for mine, I'm going to play with some colors here, and what I've done to line this up is I've made sure that the tip of this M is on the line. That does raise this just a little bit above the line, but I wanted to make sure I had a full line for this sentiment so I could line it up both with a line here and a line across here on the magnet. So that helped me get the straight. And remember, you're going to cut it down just slightly, so it should be okay. I am kind of close over here, but I think I'll still be okay. It'll still give me a tiny bit of room to trim down. I'll have a little more over here to play with, but I think it'll still be okay. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's think of colors here. I was thinking I'd like him to be turquoise. So I'm thinking of a blue and a pink, and that would come into purple in the middle if they mix. So that's what I was thinking to see if we could do. So let me grab, I think we will try, why don't we try the lighter two to start with? Do we want to see if those will make a purple? Let's try the lighter two. We can always go darker next time. Or we can even go darker with these and go to garnet and azure as well. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go this way. And I'm just experimenting. I'm just experimenting with these new colors. And that's what you want to do. You want to just play with your products and experiment. This is the first time I'm inking these plates, the first time I'm using these colors. And you know, you don't want to be scared of your products. You're never going to get it right every single time. And I don't, believe me. And you may see me make mistakes here. I mean, I don't know. But you just have to play in your craft room and see what happens. So I'm going to go about halfway. I'll go ahead down this way, kind of at a diagonal. Get the birdie all pretty. And then we'll come up with the pink. Ooh, this is a pretty pink. This is a lot brighter than I thought it was going to be. And this is the lighter pink. Wow, this is pretty. Oh, I might need to do my daughters in this. We might need to do that ampersand again. Now I'm going to go over the turquoise, and this is where it mixes. So I'm just going to kind of pat, because it's already mixed and I can see it. Ooh, get some of those flowers too, I think. See if we can get some of those flowers mixed into. Ah, this is going to be pretty, guys. I just have a feeling. I hope it's going to be pretty. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit more over with the blue, because that pink is a little overpowering. Okay, let's see how it does. Do we have faith in it? We will see. Okay, my paper's taped down. I'm gonna put it on, and I do have my new shiny plate. This is the first time it's going through. we will just run her through. Okay. Wow. Okay. There we go. So the purple is a little muddy. It's a little bit muddy, but it will dry back a little bit. So we will see what happens. It's a little dirty right there. But it did get the color change that I was looking for. I love the way the handmade for you fit right under the sentiment, right under the letter. And look how the bird looks flying in to the letter. This is so neat. The ombre isn't perfect, but it did change in color. But I love the way this fits under my letter. And you know, it would almost be neat to do one in one color and this in another color. I mean, so many options here, guys. I just love this. Or you could do the bird one color, this one color, this one color. Oh, this is cool. Okay, so let's see what we want to do next. Okay, guys, I am back after a little bit of extra pressing. My video actually failed on me, and I did a little bit off camera, but one I've done, I'm going to redo just so you can see the outcome of it. But before I do, I'm going to show you a few that I've pressed. This is the one we just did. And I'm actually liking it now that it has dried. I am going to add just 2 or 3 flowers here, I think, just to finish that off, just to cover this little smudge right here. But I think once I add some crystals here, frame it up, I think I'm going to like this one. The purple has kind of softened, and I think this one's going to be okay. This one I did in just blues. I did 2 blues. You can't really tell, but I still love the teal, so I've got that one. Then I tried the 2 colors like I had talked about on top with the black. So I think I might color the flowers pink and maybe use some teal centers, crystals possibly. And then I did this one possibly for my daughter. I went ahead and used the happy birthday, and then I added from that set that I had showed you, Have a Wonderful Day, which I thought her favorite color is pink and black. So I might finish this one up for her. Now, the one that I want to do to show you, I actually did it with the M without the extras. So let me grab this here if I can. And I'm just going to center this here. And we're going to do the ombre again, but we're going to do it a little differently. Show you a different technique, which I thought was really fun. And I actually did it to cover up a boo-boo, so if this ever happens to you, this may give you an idea. So I'm going to use Peridot, and let me use the Azure. The Azure? Do I want to use Azure? Let me think about this for a second. Yes, I think I want to use the darker one. Okay, I'm going to start with the light this time. And I'm going to go over this like this. And if you were in my BetterPress Babes group, it's a group over on Facebook that I co-own with my bestie, Justine Dvorak. She is my Spellbinders, I don't know what you'd call Spellbinders cohort. But we support each other in this business and just love Spellbinders together. So we co-run the BetterPress Babes and support each other however we can, and we absolutely love our BetterPresses. I posted a picture of this the first time I did it in the BetterPress group. And if you are not part of the BetterPress group, I invite you over to the group. We do everything BetterPress, both pressing and foiling, and share all our work and we invite you to share all of your work and the love you have for it as well. I'm going to go ahead and come up this way lightly just to soften that blend right there. There we go. And then I'm going to take my microfiber cloth and I'm going to clean this edge right there because I don't want that to be green. So I'll take my peridot, which this is more of a yellow to me than a peridot. To me, peridot is more green, but this is more of a yellow. So what I did the first time I did this, and what messed me up, was I didn't clean some of these inks off, and I normally don't, and most of the time I don't get transference, but this time I did right in this area right here with this teal. So I'm going to go ahead and just prep that a little bit, but because of that, I decided to do an extra technique to attempt to cover up my boo-boo. And you know, sometimes when you do that, you actually learn things. So that's why I want to share it with you. So let's run this through, and then I will show you what I did. Isn't it fun to learn new things when you're experimenting? There we go. Got a nice look there. Love it. Perfecto. Okay, so I'm going to close this up so I give myself a little more space here and so that you can see a little better. I'll just scoot that to the side. I'm going to clean this real quick so this ink doesn't dry. And I have to tell you, this plate here, this letter M, has been through the ringer tonight. I have used hot pink on it numerous times. I have used black, teal, what other colors? Let's see, hot pink twice, 3 times on it. Black, teal I've used numerous times. The yellow and the teal again. I've used purple. And I have to tell you, I am pretty impressed with this LDRS Creatives Extreme Clean. I thought it was going to be exactly like the archival cleaner. And watch this blue right here. All I've done is dab it. I'm not even smearing. You know, usually you have to scrub. I'm just dabbing. Now, for some reason, and this was all pink. This was all hot pink earlier. For some reason, the only color that has affected this plate, and this just knocks my socks off because yellow is the lightest color. And I don't understand it. But it is the only one that has given me any problems and that takes a scrub. So this is the only one that has stained at all. Out of this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. I've used all of these and this one. All of these on this one plate tonight. And that's how clean my plate is. It's crazy that the yellow is the only thing that has a slight stain. So I'm pretty impressed with it. I also used it on a stamp yesterday, and it was inked in red, and it came completely clean. There was not even any hazing on it. So I'm pretty impressed with it. It is a light teal color, it's almost like this color of a liquid. And it is still a little greasy like the archival ink, but it's not the same color as the archival ink. So I don't think it's identical. It definitely doesn't take red off the same, I can tell you that. So I'm pleasantly surprised and just wanted to let everybody know. And remember, when you're shopping LDRS Creative, use my coupon code Melanie15 for 15% off. So, okay, let me show you how to change this up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to move this out of our way. My plate isn't new anymore, but that's okay. BetterPress paper does not like grip mats, so I'm not going to use my grip mat. I'm just going to use my little trusty hand to hold, and then I'm going to take this, and I'm going to come in here. This is BB Cameron's Hummingbird Collections stencil. I'm going to bring in some blender brushes, and I just need, let's see, I need a teal and a yellow. So let's see. Okay, so let's bring in this one. We'll bring in this one and this one. And we are just going to do this background. When you use a blender brush like this, it actually goes on lighter than you normally would have it. So it's going to be lighter than this, which is really nice. So check this out. This is so cool. Now what happened, and I'll show you the other one when I'm done here, so you can see the first one. I am dabbing off on my glass mat just a little bit. You don't need to go like uber hard. You can go just super light, or you can go a little darker if you want to. You don't have to do all, oops, I moved just a little bit. It's not really, this is more of an organic feel, so like you can take it off and look at it. It can be darker in some places, lighter in some places. I'm going to go to about the halfway point, like where it changes colors. I'm going to line up maybe this dot up here where I was, so I can overlap a little bit. That'll be good. Then I might come up from the bottom here, so it's a little darker down here this time. And I'm just going to right on up and just put these little light dots all over the background. And you cannot even see where they start and where they stop. So now I'm going to just clean this off, and this has a little bit of cleanser on it. So I'm just going to clean this off just a little bit. I'm not super picky about it right now. I will clean it real good later. But I'm just going to get a little bit off. I'm going to move it over, and it can actually like cross a little bit here if you want. And then I'm going to take the teal topaz, which is kind of the color that we created, in the middle. We don't have any teal topaz on here, but it's kind of the color it made in the middle. So go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna kind of move it up so that those big spots that were up here, so you can see those ones that I lined up before, so they're not the same big spots there. Maybe line up a couple little ones down here on the bottom. There's no rhyme or reason. I'm going to come in with the lighter color and just go on over it. Remember, think organic. That's what you're thinking. You're thinking organic. No right or wrong. It's very freeing. Okay, that was really super light. Look at my first one. Yep. Okay, so it's getting a little lighter. And then we're going to go over this way, and we're going to go into the yellow. Or peridot. Probably should have cleaned off my stencil there. Might have some cross contamination a little bit. Wasn't thinking. Sometimes when you're doing stuff live, it happens. Think about the time instead of the project. Ah, not too bad. And then I'm going to go a little bit farther here. Find something to line up with. There we go. Just a couple so it doesn't look like I just stopped. Okay, and then what I did on my other one is I actually brought in a little of the yellow here. And I brought in a little of the blue here. Now remember, you're going to cut this down a little bit too, so you'll be able to take off some on the edges. There you go. There you go. So you got the ombre. And this color here is actually what I was going for right in here, and I probably could go in here and add a little more. See if I can get any of that I have there on the brush in there, because that's a really good color. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I just love it. Here's my first one. Bam! So now I've got 2 note cards. Monogrammed note cards. So I'm going to border these up and clean up, and I will come back with some finished cards, guys, and let you see them all. So I'll be back in a YouTube second. Okay, friends, I am back. I have made 4 of the cards into finished cards and kept them pretty simple. Just wanted to show you the finished ones though. This was the first one we pressed together. And like I said, I wanted to cover that little tiny spot. So I just added 3 simple buds there and added some iridescent essential gems. I added the same gems there in the center of each of the buds. Added a coordinating piece of cardstock here, and then some of the Spellbinders glitter paper in the back right there. So I thought I finished it off really nicely, and now I kind of like the ombre that I wasn't quite sure of to start with. So I like the way that finished off. This one here, I have done absolutely nothing to it except put a border on it. I didn't really like any of my gems. I wanted the BetterPressing to speak for itself, and I just loved the actual background. So I kept it very simple because I wanted all of that stenciling to show, and I wanted the BetterPress here. The press is just really nicely detailed. See if the camera will pick up that. Yeah, you can see the really good detail there, and it just is a really good press into that BetterPress paper. So I wanted that to show up. It was just a really good press. So that is how I kept that one. And again, I used the BetterPress, or I'm sorry, the Spellbinder glitter paper there as well. Perfect match for that ink. This, I think, is my favorite one. For this one, I use the Distress watercolor pencils, and I colored in the buds and a little bit on the hummingbird. Then I covered it with a wink of Stella. I'm not sure that will pick up, but that is what brought in the silver glitter card from Spellbinders. And in person, you can't tell this from here because of the bright lights, but in person, when I'm looking at this, the glitter from here just radiates the glitter in the hummingbird and the flowers. And I don't know if there's any way that you can see that. There you can see a little bit. See the shimmer? It just radiates with that glitter around the border. And I just am in love with the way that turned out. So that is my favorite. And if I made a bunch of them, this is probably the one I would go for. And these would go out to some special people, let me tell you, because I just love this. I think it's classy and it's just me. So I might even make these purple. I just love that. My mom's favorite color was turquoise, and she loved hummingbirds, and I like pink, but I like purple too. So I might do that and just kind of be a nod to me and her. But I just love this card. And then I made my daughter a happy birthday card. And just in case you're interested, this little bud that I'm using throughout is this little tiny die here. It is from the 4 Petal Thank You Floral. And I liked it because it had 5 buds that you could die cut out at once. So if you're making a bunch of these, it's perfect. It's also a really good match to the petal that is running through the entire collection. And the size is really proportionate. Now I have a bunch of flower dies from Spellbinders, and this was just the closest match and size proportion that I could find to these florals. So that's the reason I went with this one. Like for my daughter's card, I could have come in, because it's her 30th birthday, and I could put the 30 here, and you could customize. These numbers and letters are the perfect size to continuate these words. You actually could even leave the sentiments off and make this mother. You know, you could move this over and make mother or mom or person's name. You know, you could make a slimline and you could put a whole person's name. Now, these are from the Be Bold uppercase and lowercase alphabet and numbers. The lowercase has the numbers in it, and the Be Bold uppercase is the full alphabet in uppercase. These are proportionately perfect for these large large letters. This one here has punctuation and more, this small set. So these would be ones that might be a nice add-on or something to watch on clearance, because these are older. These came out when Bold Blooms came out. So I found these and I thought about that because of my daughter's birthday. I was looking for something. So I'm going to actually add it to the inside of her card. Her birthday was yesterday, because I'm airing this on Saturday. Her birthday is the 16th. So I'm going to come in here, and I've got a couple sentiments here. So it's going to say birthday wishes from all of us. So it's going to say 30th birthday wishes from all of us. And then the 3 of us are going to sign here. So it's from all of us. So that's how I'm going to finish that. And that's why I've got these die cut here. But I just wanted to share that with you. And I'll link these down below from the store so that you can maybe add them to your wish list if they're not on sale currently. And that's what I always suggest to do. Spellbinders has a wish list that you can just add things to. And then when items go on sale, they have a big sale. You can just check your wish list, see if the items are on sale. Right now, Spellbinders does have a sale. It's $25 off of a $125 order. So if you were like wanting this alphabet, the whole collection is already discounted. Then you would get an extra $25 off, and you would get free shipping. Or you can mix and match and buy just letters you like. And then if you hit that $125, you still get $25 off and free shipping. So that's just something to think about while they're running the $25 off sale. So I'm going to go ahead and go for now. I will add these links down below for your convenience. Those are affiliate links, and using them does support me. So I appreciate when you use those. Thank you so much, and I would appreciate if you hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell, and that way you can come and learn more things the next time I post. Have a great day, my friends, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.